Alright, gonna do a quick video on a 12 valve alternator change. Should be the same for a 24 valve. Anyways, first things first, definitely on this job remove your negative terminals off the batteries, because it is super easy to arc this cable over to about any of this stuff. I mean, a regular ratchet pretty much hits that. So as soon as you do that, you're gonna pop your main charging fuse, which is not ideal and almost a guarantee to happen when you do this job. So definitely disconnect your battery terminals, and then you got to hit these little 7 mils here. That's for the regulator. This is a 10 mil nut on the back of your main power wire. And then I'm not sure the sizes on the bolts holding everything down yet, but 3/8 ratchet on the tensioner right here. Super easy to get to with a normal ratchet. And then you can pop your belt off. And I'll figure out what size these are real quick. Alright, this regulator's got a 10 mil right here, holding it on with a bracket, and then there's another bracket here, 10 mil, that is holding the harness on. It's easier to just rip those off. Alright, this lowermost back one is going to be the most difficult one to get. It's not difficult at all, but it's a 15 on the back side. Pretty much sneak a wrench in there straight down, and then best to use a 13 mil ratchet, deep socket on the front, get you clear of all the pulleys. Super easy. Alright, 10 mil and 13 mil, and these both have welded on nuts, so you don't need wrenches for the back side. And you can rip those out, and that's it. That's all there is to it. Alright. Fuck. Okay. I'm usually not losing my voice right now, but I'm usually not like a dork about always disconnecting the battery cables to do every little job. It seems unnecessary, but what the hell? Anyways, on the alternator job on this, I highly recommend you do remove it, because these are all going to be hot. All these tabs, 4 of them, and they're just going to dangle and hit almost anything easily and pop your fuse. So like, for instance, right there, just rest right there on the AC line, that would arc. So definitely just take the time to do that. I can't stress that enough, just to save you the hassle of having to go find a fuse at the parts store, maybe even have to get it at the dealer, because I think it's an 80 amp, so it's like a fancy 80 amp. But yeah, I can't stress that enough. Alright, so this thing was charging around 13.7. That's a little bit out of spec. It wasn't completely dead, but the batteries in my 12 valve got fried. I don't know if just from old age. They were from 2016, so they're probably about due. But just had to spend 300 bucks on batteries, so figured I'll go warranty this and get a fresh one that should be charging at over 14 volts. So at least I'll get everything freshened up in there, and then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable long road trips. Alright, just got the new one tossed on. Pretty straightforward. I marked it just so I know. Last time I did it. Surprisingly fit perfectly. Seems like with a lot of parts store parts anymore, it's hard to get something that actually fits like it's supposed to. But this thing went right on there, no problem. Turn it on and give it a little test, see what kind of voltage it's putting out. Alright, I take that back. Per usual, the pulley is definitely not the right pulley, so the belt is sitting a little weird on there. Could be okay, but I'm not willing to risk it shredding, because it's sitting up on the kind of the shoulder of it right there. Could be okay, but I'm not. It needs to be right, so I'm going to rip the alternator back off ripped the pulley off. I called the parts store and told them I'll be in there to steal my old pulley back since they can't supply proper parts. All right, went back to the parts store, stole my pulley off the old alternator, and we are good to go now. Thankfully the offsets are right and everything looks aligned, so we should be good to go. Love changing alternators.